Thank you for joining. My name is Danielle, and I'm head of player experience at Ilyon Dynamics. I sound like a 14-year-old boy, I'm sorry. Today I'm going to talk to you about relationships. So to start with, I'm going to define 4 key concepts. The first one is data. Data is all the information we collect about our players. Player experience is the overall impression and satisfaction players have with our game. Loyalty is the connection and emotional connection that players have with our game. And retention is for how long we can keep them engaged. The type of data we have in our disposal is behavioral and engagement data, basically how long our players are in the game, how many levels they have, which boosters they use in the game, etc. Purchasing data is all the information we have regarding their purchasing habits, such as when do they buy, how often do they buy, what do they buy. Social data is all the information we can get from our official social channels, and social listening is what everyone says about us online. CRM data is the personal interaction, customer relationship management tools. Profiling data is our demographics, gender, age, location, and feedback, reviews, surveys, CSAT, customer support satisfaction. We can communicate with our players via social media, emails, both personalized and newsletters, via in-game notification, pop-ups, and push notification and reviews in the stores. We are at the fun part now. So to demonstrate how we can take all this data and put it into practice, I created a fake game, Doomsday Husband Edition. In this game, players play a husband that have to collect all shopping lists within a given time. I created a segment based on our paying customer, and let's call her Sharon. Sharon is a 60-year-old female from Texas, USA. She's a very active player. She plays daily, at least 30 minutes a day, usually at the evening or early in the morning. And she loves social challenges, such as team, chess, special events she can play with her friends. She's a payer, so she buys at least once a month. Usually she buys small bundles and packs, and she loves discounts and special offers. She's very social she's very active on social media, and she loves seeking for tips. She comments on her Facebook page and fan groups. So let's see how we can take all this information and apply it on our customer journey. To start with, we are going to remember that Sharon is 60 years old. That means that semantic memory plays a very important role in how she shapes our impression, the lasting impression. So if we're going to take all this information, we want to create a very clear and easy beginning for her. The game should load fast. All the tutorials must be clear and easy to understand. She needs to know how to contact us if she needs help. Next one is milestones. If we already know that Sharon is a very active player, that means this game is not just something she does once in a while. It's very important to her. It's her hobby. So we are going to celebrate with her each and every milestone. We're also going to give her the option to share our achievements with her friends on social media, because we know she's a social player. Updates. Remember again, our community and Sharon are a bit older, maybe more conservative, and not very tech savvy. That means that each update can ruin our satisfaction with the game. We need to be clear, we need to be very upfront about every big change we're going to have in the game. That means we're going to advertise it on our social media, newsletter, contact them personally if they're VIPs, let everyone know that we're going to make a great change and how it's going to benefit them. Special event, the same. We know that she's a very active player and she loves special events. We're going to inform her before this via our channels. And purchases. Okay. Sharon usually buys on the 1st of the month. If it's already the 10th and she didn't purchase anything this month, we are going to make sure we contact her. We can offer her a better special sale just for her, based on her habits. And send it either personally, via support, if she already in contact with us, or via emails. Another thing is that the first purchase is the hardest one to make. So if a player decides to give their faith in us, we need to acknowledge this. We need to create a positive experience around this action. So if it's their first time purchasing, we're going to make sure to create the visual amazing inside the game, to have a thank you note maybe. Maybe we can let them know how to use the thing they purchased, each one to their own. The next thing is direct communication. When we answer reviews, we have to remember there are 3 parts to this conversation. It's us, the reviewer, and the rest of the internet. So when we are going to reply to a review, we have to remember our values as a brand. We have to remember what we want to say is clear to everyone reading this review. We want to be polite and friendly and helpful. So if Sharon wrote to us negative feedback, we want to comment and we want to contact her personally and improve our experience. Usually, I notice that many players, after receiving good customer support, change their review from 1 to 5. And when other people see that, this speaks volume. And if we're already talking about support, support is the most personal communication we can have with our players. That means that you can build actual emotional connection with your players by speaking to them, by resolving their issues fast. And if we have enough data, we can make this experience so much better. Because if, for example, Sharon contacts me and she's not very tech savvy, instead of sending her a long list of questions, what phone do you use, what version, and then we already have this information, we can solve the issue faster and create trust. And the last 2 things, inactivity and crisis. Inactivity, when player is inactive, we must contact them. If we have the right data, we can know what to send them as a gift and to get them come back to the game, or we can talk to them personally if we're in touch with them already. And crisis, and Mazel Tov. Crisis. I'm going to speak with numbers now because this is very important. Players, customers, generally tend to spend 20% more after experiencing good crisis management. That means that if Sharon sent us a ticket and she said, something happened, and 500 more people sent the same thing, congratulations, we have mega crisis, and now we have to deal with it. So we're going to be prompt, empathic, we're going to be very transparent about our solutions, and we're going to solve this fast. We're also going to contact them proactively to create trust. If we do that, we have loyal players. The last thing is the fun part about player experience. If we do our job well, we can improve the game. So how do we do it? We create feedback loops. We collect feedback from our players, and then we validate it with data. For example, Sharon said, level 2005 is too hard. Then we go to our data and we check, okay, only 1% managed to pass this level, something is wrong. We're going to then create action plan. Let's send it back to game design. Let's understand what went wrong and fix it. We release a new version with a fix to the game, and the most important part, we communicate it back to the player, because we let them know, hey, you are heard, and we made this game better for you. And this is it. Thank you.